Today is a beautiful sunny spring day. The leaves are coming in on the trees, and we've been working hard in our garden to get it ready for planting. We've planted a few things, so today I decided I would go ahead and make some brioche hamburger buns, since we'll need something ready for dinner because we'll all be really tired. So we're going to make these brioche buns for our loose meat sandwiches tonight. So this recipe makes a small batch of 4 to 5 buns that are hamburger sized. It would make more if you were making sliders or dinner rolls. This recipe is so simple. We're going to start with a half a cup of whole milk, and I'm going to put a tablespoon of butter and melt it in the microwave for just a minute or so. So brioche is just an enriched dough, which means we're using butter and eggs, and it makes a really tender crumb. In fact, this is one of my favorite recipes for buns. And since there's only 4 of us tonight, we're gonna not make a huge batch. So we're going to use about a tablespoon of honey here. You can of course use granulated sugar or maple syrup, whatever you have on hand. We're going to put that in our mixing bowl and then add our milk and butter mixture to it and whisk it around a little bit to get that combined. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of instant yeast or bread machine yeast, and we're going to mix this into the mixture as well. So the next ingredient we're going to add is 1 egg, and we're going to beat that into the mixture. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to get that into the bowl, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm not using iodized salt, I'm using pink Himalayan salt, or you could also use kosher salt. And we're going to start mixing this together until it's combined. Now this is going to be a little more of a wet, sticky dough. It's more hydrated than like a loaf of bread would be, but that's okay. I do still want it to pull away from the sides of the pan, so I will sprinkle in a little flour until it does that, and then I will knead it for 5 minutes. See how sticky the dough is? We're going to use this bench scraper and get it out of the pan, and it's sticking to my hands pretty good, so I'm going to get some water and put on my hands, and that way it won't stick so much. Then I will oil the mixing bowl, and we're going to let this dough rest and rise about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It may go quicker than that, and if it does, that's fine, but we want it to at least double in size. Now that my dough has risen, we're going to go ahead and make it into our buns, and you can do this free-handed or you can get a scale, and I'm going to go ahead and get a scale, and I like my buns to be around 100 grams. That way it's not super large, but it's not super small like a dinner roll either. And I want to say I did wash my hands, but my hands are stained from gardening all day, all week actually, so I do have clean hands. But here I am measuring out around 100 grams. It does not have to be perfect. And then we're going to kind of fold the dough over on itself and pinch the bottom and roll it up to make our rolls. After we have rolled out the dough, we're going to go ahead and let these rise again for around 30 minutes to an hour, however much time you have. And after they've risen, I like to take an egg, beat it up, and do a kind of egg wash. It just makes it prettier. You don't have to do that. But after these have risen, we're going to put them in a 375 degree oven for around 10 to 15 minutes. You're really gonna have to watch it, and when it's golden brown, you know it's ready. And here is our dinner plate. We have some loose meat sandwiches with a brioche buns, with some waffle fries, and a pickle that we canned from our garden last year. It was really delicious. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I hope it gives you some inspiration to go ahead and make your food from scratch. It's really not hard. It does take a little more time, but it's well worth it in the end. I want to thank you again for watching the video. If you would, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more videos like this.